Let's jump into our Scores of the Week thread. And we run this over on the Facebook group, the Danni App Facebook group. If you're not over there, why not? We run that thread every single week, and you guys list some crazy cool stuff that you've sold, which is very exciting, and then we talk about it here. So let's pull up our first item, and you get to see my screen as I pull this up too. I was ahead tonight. Oh, and Lisa is my very trusted producer of the show, keeps things running in the chat. Love Lisa, and she kind of tries to catch and grab anything that needs to be brought to my attention, and she has a little way to get to me that is on the side over here just in case I miss it. So thank you, Lisa. Thank you, thank you. So our first score comes from Mike Ross. Mike is over on the Facebook group, and I got to tell you guys, Mike has incredible knowledge about antiques, and I love that he's over there and willing to share his knowledge because he really knows his stuff. Now, this is one of his scores, item number 20106982 6797. He listed this on April 7th and it sold on April 14th. He ran it at auction. Now Mike does something that's a little bit scary to most of us. He started this at an auction. I don't know why my notes printed out really small today for some reason, so bear with me. He started this at auction for 1 penny. 1 penny with the title Boston Sandwich. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading my notes wrong. So he bought this for $15 from an eBay seller. He did a little eBay arbitrage. They were calling it a Mary Gregory type glass tile. But he knew this stuff very well. It wasn't just type. He knew this was the real thing. There's Mary Gregory style, and then there's Mary Gregory, the real Mary Gregory. So he did relist it at auction for 1 penny. Okay, I thought I read that right. He relisted it at auction for 1 penny, and 5 bids later it sold for $203.51. Now, you can do that. You can list stuff for a penny auction if you know you've got something good and you know that the buyers are out there waiting for it. So always keep that in mind. If you're just not sure, hey, I may even test this theory. I've got a couple things I'm going to show you here a little bit later in the show that I just might play with that. Why not? Why not? You know, because, here, let me put myself back on the screen here. Because what eBay is going to do is they are going to give you a little bit extra boost based on that low price and it being auction and starting new and then ending. Yeah, so you know what? If you're brave, try it. Now, he even added in free shipping. I don't do the free shipping thing on auction. I make them pay the shipping, but I won't play with it. What the heck? You know, that's one of those risk things, guys. Sometimes you just got to play around with things and see what works, and if it didn't work, don't do it again. If it works really good, do it again. So shoot. And he had he had 5 bidders, I'm suspecting. Again, I'm having to squint to read my notes. Sorry about that, Lisa. 5 bidders later, but there was 47 bids. That means they were fighting this out. Yeah. Way to go. All right. Our next score comes from, this is from Serena Lee, who went on a day with Danni with me. And my day with Danni's are when I go out to different cities where I'm traveling and I take a very small group shopping. And the reason I keep it to a small group is that I don't buy anything for myself. I make sure that everybody gets enough stuff that ends up paying for the whole day and some. And then we do a webinar later just to follow up, make sure stuff got listed and all that good stuff. So Serena bought this while we were out doing a day with Danni up in San Francisco. And, I'm sorry, San Jose. Or was it San Francisco? I thought it was San Jose. And This is a talking Jesus doll, and it is item number, let me pull that up for you guys. Item number 251459533050. And this isn't typing as I look over here. Okay, let's try that again. 251459533050. Come on, computer. Okay, this is so cool. I am so cool. I'm so happy to see this sold for this price. This is so cool. So the Talking Jesus action figure, let me pull that up. Time capsule toys. She bought this one and bought the Pope. So she still got the Pope for sale. $74.99. And I happen to know she paid $10.50 for this because I was with her when she got it. And there you go. And I don't see when she listed. Oh, she listed it right after the Day with Danni outing in February, end of February. And there we go. Less than 2 months later, $75. And I suspect it's because, with Easter, Jesus was kind of on people's brain. So awesome, Serena. I'm so happy that sold. That's awesome. All right. What do we got next? Come back over here while I pull up the screen here and pull up the next one for you. This is a vintage Pyrex score from Sandy Conrad Kowalski, who is one of my appsters. And let me find, I got dividing of the sheets here. Okay. 251503712516. Let's pull that up and see what we got. Now I can tell you, oh, this is nice. Okay, I think you guys probably want to see the screen. There we go. I'll pull up the screen. All right. Oh, this is very good. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, she shared this over on the Danni App group because the bidding war was just like going crazy on this. And here we have the results. She bought this 6-piece set of vintage Pyrex casserole dishes at her local Goodwill for $3.99. $3.99, you guys. Ah! She did a 7-day auction starting at $49.99. And that would have given her a nice profit if she'd have sold it for that amount. But she had 11 bidders, and 39 bids later, her set sold for $240. $240! I can tell you, in this old Pyrex, people love the pink. They love, love, love the pink Pyrex. So keep an eye out for that. You can see the potential here. And I can tell you, most thrift stores that are pricing this stuff are not deciding to list, how they price it based on color, pattern, any of that stuff. They are saying, okay, it's a casserole dish and here's our pricing. And that's what they do. So you can definitely get some big scores, big scores. Estate sales too, you guys. This kind of stuff, look in the kitchen section of an estate sale. If the estate sale thrower, organizer, is not too savvy, they're just going to throw a low price on this stuff as well. They won't have researched it and done that. Yeah, so very nice. Very nice, Sandy. All right, where am I? Let me put me back on the screen here as I pull up your next item. Okay, we are going to call this the White Mermaid score. And we're going to find out the reason why for that in a minute. So it's 251507401877. Let's pull this one up. And oh my. Okay. Let's show you the screen. There we go. Zhang Tifeng White Mermaid Serigraph, numbered 176 out of 293. From 1988. All right, so let's see what the story is on this. Purchased this at a local auction house for $3. Nobody wanted it, probably because it's just a little odd. Okay, if any of you are in love with this, I don't want to offend you, but okay, it's ugly. I have to say it. It's just ugly. Yeah. But anyway, he says he recognized the style. This is from William Stoner, by the way. And he says he recognized the style, but not the artist or the print itself. So he listed it on a 7-day auction for more, but then reduced the price after it didn't sell and ran a 3-day auction instead. It sold for his asking price of $200. Now, art is one of those really funny things, you guys. Art sells based on two things. One, if it's a listed artist, of course, people are collecting and purchasing art as an investment because really good art really doesn't go down in value. It's like investing in gemstones and gold and silver and that sort of thing. Really good art will appreciate in value. Other people buy art based on eye appeal, except I'm looking at this saying, okay, to me, there's no eye appeal, but to somebody, this was a really cool piece, I'm sure. So I don't know, and William's over in our chat. So William, did you find out if this was a listed artist or not? Were you able to determine that? And you guys can find that out by going over to a site such as askart.com. And while you can't see the prices paid for things, you can find out if an artist is listed. I do have a subscription over there, so just saying. But a listed artist means that they are listed through the database. Oh, this was a listed artist. Okay, that's why it sold for so high. So it's a database of all the artwork that is sold through the big auction houses throughout the country, such as Sotheby's, Christie's. There's several more that fall into that caliber of auction houses. Once you sell your art through one of those auction houses, you are now considered a listed artist. You are listed in the Davenport Book of Art. So great job. Art is one of those things, you guys, that is like playing a lottery. If you find it, it's unusual, it's signed, it's numbered. When you're looking at numbers, and I can't see on this one. Let's see if there's a close-up to where this is numbered. There we go. So let's see if that's the signature. And see, good job determining what that signature was, too. Holy smokers. I don't see where it's numbered. Was it numbered on the back, maybe, William? Oh, he's got a good picture memory. Good. So one of the things to remember when you're looking at numbered art, and this can also really help you with end value, is the lower the end number here. So this was an edition of 293. So there was only 293 of these printed. And this is just the number of which print this was. And the reason this number is important is your lower numbers are going to be more valuable because as the number increases, the quality of the print can decrease. Very, very subtle changes in the quality, but to a true aficionado of art, they want the lower numbers. So lower numbers, higher amount here, but lower the number here. Ideally, you want a number under 200 to get really, really up there in value. But very, very nice. Very nice. Oh, it was numbered on the front and the back. Yeah, a lot of times these things will be, oops, I didn't mean to do that, guys. A lot of times these things will be numbered on the back or even signed on the back of the artwork. So keep that in mind too. But hey, always look in that art section at your thrift store. You see it in the news all the time. You know, the Picasso, the this, the that was just, donated, because a lot of people just don't know art. So if you can determine a good eye for art, you can make some serious scores. Serious scores. All right. Way to go, William. Nice job. Okay, here we go. This is from Naomi Martin. She says she knew nothing about this brand, but she was shopping by eye appeal, which is what we just talked about. Oh, and she's thanking me and thanking God for helping her with her eBay business, which is always good. And let's just pull this up so you can see what we're talking about here. It is item number 281305388407. Did I say that fast enough for you? 281305388407. All right. And what do we have? So it is a clothing item. This is a, you guys, we didn't even talk about that selling season. Like June, weddings, hello, yes. People are looking for mother of the bride stuff. They're looking for something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Keep that in mind. Oh, but this is a mother of the bride, three-piece, semi-formal, light beige, top slacks, pants set suit in a 4X, and she says she didn't know anything about it, but she bought it on iAppeal. She found it at her Goodwill for $13 after she got a little discount. And she searched completed items while in the store, and it looked like she could make a nice profit. So she went ahead and bought it, listed it for $109, and accepted a best offer of $90. $90. So I don't know about you guys, but this is funny. When I shop for clothing, I am like so price. I don't even do retail. I hate retail shopping for clothes. I'm a secondhand, or I go to the discount, or I look on the clearance. But there's so many people out there who still shop retail. And if you guys have ever looked at retail pricing on this stuff, you know darn well that clothes are not cheap. And people are still willing to pay a lot of money. And so you really want to make sure you're putting your brands first, because a lot of people know their brands and then they know their size. So keep that in mind. That's how a lot of people are shopping online. And they find it in the store. They want to come find it a little bit cheaper, so you don't have to cheapen way down. But cheap, I don't like the word cheapen. Reduce the price enough to entice them to buy from you as opposed to buying it at the retail store. And I love the nice zoom and look at that, was nice and freshly dry cleaned. We can see on there, but really, really a nice suit for somebody to be a mother of the bride. So very nice job. I'm so glad that you were able to get some help with that and you learned to buy on iAppeal. I'm telling you, people, iAppeal is what makes people spend money because they fall in love with it. Did I even show my screen on this one, guys? I didn't, did I? Here we go. There we go. Now you can see it. Sorry about that. Got a little button pushing happy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really thought all this time that I was showing you the picture. So let me just zoom and show you. See how sparkly it is? It's got some nice sparkle, and there's that dry cleaning tag right there. Yep. There you go. Sorry about that. Yeah, here we go. I'm telling you guys, it's Monday. Monday and my head's a swirl. All right. So very nice, very nice. So we're going to do one more here, and then I'm going to show you what's on my desk. This is our bread and butter score from Kim Tucker, another one of my appsters. And again, my page split off here, so let me just pull up the item number here. It's 38088525. Nope, I did something wrong. 380885255578. There we go. Let's pull this up. And let me remember to show you my screen. There we go. All right, so this is, she purchased this bread box on Facebook's yard sale, local to her area, for $12, and she listed it for $69.95, received a best offer of $25. Of course, she didn't take that. She countered it, and shortly thereafter, someone purchased it for the full price. So that is awesome. And a lot of times, you guys, this is why I always say, do not knock those low ball offers. Don't knock them, because Cassini loves them, because they don't judge whether it's a low ball offer or not. All they see is that you've now had a customer interact with your listing that's very, very interested enough to give you an offer. Now what that does is gives you a big bump up in the search results. And with that big bump, the next person who comes along and sees it goes, oh my gosh, gotta have that. And so that's how that works. That's why the best offer feature many times will get you full price. So, yep, just thank those lowball offer people and yeehaw, they just gave you a boost. Oh, very nice, Kim. Very nice, and way to go. Nice profit. Anybody else go over and look at the Facebook yard sale ads? I've never done that. I never done that. And we had some other really good scores here, really good scores. But looking at time, I know you want to see the stuff on my desk. So I promise you, they are all over there on the Facebook page, and you can ask questions and pick the brains of those who have bought those. Who